FATCA, or as the Americans like to call it, the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, is something that WA member firms really can't ignore now, given that the live date is effectively the 1st of July this year. I think the three key issues they need to bear in mind are the registration, and if they want to be on the first published IRS list on the 2nd of June, they should register by the 25th of April this year, and that means putting in the registration request rather than actually having confirmation that they have been registered. The second issue is to start thinking about their due diligence requirements for their pre-existing account holders, and they are the account holders who have an account with them up to the 30th of June this year, and it will depend on the size of the account in terms of what due diligence is required. So for lower value account holders, i.e. those with an account valued less than $1 million US, they'll have to do an electronic sweep of their systems to find relevant indicia. And above that, they may have to undertake a paper record search, and there'll also be a relationship manager requirement as well. I think the third issue is to consider new accounts, i.e. those that are open from the 1st of July this year. They'll be required to undertake some self-certification to ascertain the tax residency of those clients. Not just US tax residents, but it's really the tax residency per se, because coming down the track there'll be broader requirements in terms of the OECD, so it's really important that they gather that information from the 1st of July. So I think they're the three main issues they need to think about. If you have, as a firm, any US assets and you don't comply with the Act, you are potentially opening yourself up to 30% withholding, not only on the income, but on the gross proceeds of those assets too. So it's quite a heavy stick if you choose to ignore FATCA and its requirements. In terms of firms and knowing what they should do, certainly the HMRC website is very useful. There's some very comprehensive guidance notes which are actually very user-friendly. I would recommend that member firms look at those guidance notes. The WMA also have done some Q&A, some flow charts from due diligence, and also some self-certification forms in terms of new accounts, and they're all available on our website. And of course, if any member firm has any question, they are more than welcome to direct those to me. The other thing that we are going to do post 1st of July is effectively have an email forum for members, whereby if they do have a question or query, they're not quite sure what they should be doing in a certain scenario, they can feed that question into WMA. We'll open up a forum of users, other WMA members, and hopefully we'll be able to share common experiences, and that will help members hopefully to comply with the requirements as well.